Tom. Hello everybody, Tom Fawkes here. Welcome back to more Diddy Kong Racing. In the last episode, we beat the main story, and this episode, as you can see, we are starting on the TT trials. Now, we're just kind of jumping into this. This is gonna be, all post-commentated over, as, doing it mid-commentary would be a little bit, interesting. It'd be, a little bit hectic, as it were. The TT trials are time trials where you race against the ghost of TT. As you can see him on the screen right now, and I just blast away from him. If you complete them all, you unlock TT as a racer, which we will go into more in the next episode. However, this is just sort of like a little bit of a guide and a little bit of like showing off how to beat TT in each one of these races. Starting off with Ancient Lake. I think this is Ancient Lake. Really have a list of the levels up on my screen right now. But anyway, first level, if it is Ancient Lake, that's that one's super easy. Just a matter of like staying ahead of him, utilizing the trick to be able to extend your what is it? Extend your, what do you call them? Extend your boosts. Move on to Fossil Canyon. This one's incredibly difficult because TT, I don't know how, TT is somehow like super fast this one. It is necessary that you take that shortcut because TT does not take it. I believe I also learned in this level that if you let go of the, so what I initially thought was how the boost worked was that you let go of the accelerator and then you could just hold down the accelerator again once you started the boost. Not true. You're gonna want to let go of the accelerator until the rainbow smoke dissipates, or any type of smoke on it, in order to get the speed boost from that. It's that's how you get the best, the most speed out of the zippers, is by letting go of the accelerator while the boost is happening up until the smoke dissipates. And I had to learn that the hard way in this race. Because I realized that TT was able to get like way farther ahead of me, and I had to experiment with what I could and couldn't do. As you can see, there's another Conker ghost on the screen as well. I did all these with Conker because Conker, I believe I said this before, but Conker I think is my best character. He's those ghosts are your previous records. You have to do the races once beforehand before you can challenge TT.
Now try another track.
But yeah, taking that shortcut in Ancient Lake is necessary. Hitting every zipper possible in each level is necessary as well. So keep that in mind if you're trying to attempt this yourself. Get the record in there. Now we're gonna move on to Jungle Falls. This one's a little bit difficult as well. Bananas are super important in these races as well. Like, the main story, you don't gotta worry about the bananas that much, really. You want to get a little bit of extra speed in there, but mostly you're gonna be hitting boosters and using power-ups that the enemies aren't gonna be using that much. But in this, I wouldn't say it's 100% necessary, but it helps a lot to get the bananas. Maximum of 10 bananas to get all the goods. To get as much top speed as possible, rather. Like I said in an earlier episode, there's a code that you can use to get, so I don't think it works in time trial. I think it only works in adventure mode and multiplayer. But there's a code you can enter in that makes it so your top speed continues to go up the more bananas you get past 10. This is a code that gives you 10 bananas at the beginning. Again, I'm pretty sure these don't work in time trial. At any rate, Jungle Falls is done. Some of these levels are going to be longer than others, particularly the hovercraft levels. The hovercraft levels are going to be very, very difficult. And like in most of these, in most of my successful attempts, you're not going to see TT near me at all, like for most of the race. I think there's maybe like one or two where it's like a really close race. I want to say that this one also accentuates, it might not be this one, but there's one in the future that kind of accentuates something where your initial run can be so good that you'll beat TT, but not your own ghost. And I had that happen to me once. Oh, yep, there he is. But I don't think it was Hot Top Volcano. I think taking that alternate path So you want to stay on the inside because there's no blue balloons there at all. And I think taking this crevice here is a little bit faster than going the outside of it. On top of that, you get 3 bananas by going through there your first time, so it's worth checking out.
Go for it.
Also, I'm pretty sure that when you hear TT like saying things like "go for it" and whatnot, that means that he's really close to you. You can see on the map the black dot there. I think the black dot is TT and the lighter gray dot is your own ghost. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that might be the case because since I'm pretty sure when I was recording this, I missed some boosts in my first run, and that's why the ghost is so far behind. I kind of wish there was like a rear view mode in this, like there was in like later Mario Kart games. I just want to get that banana so I can get extra speed. No, actually, the darker one is your ghost. The lighter one is TT. So never mind. No, I did really well with this one.
Well
Bam.
done. Now try another track.
That's Dino Domain done. The only level you're really gonna have trouble with is Fossil Canyon, because that shortcut is really hard to take if you're not good at it. You can like hit the water and lose speed, causing you to lose speed going up there. It's the worst. Anyway, we move on to Sherbet Island because for some reason this is the order that the game puts it in. Even though Snowflake Mountain has 2, only requires 2 balloons to get into, this one's listed as the second world on the tracks, and for all we know, it very well might have been the second world in like an earlier development stage, which is why they never changed. The hovercraft parts have a little bit of issue when going around corners. Hopping and holding down B kind of gets you sharper turns without, hitting R and B while turning kind of maintains more of your speed. On top of that, the AI also takes that shortcut a lot, or it takes that whale shortcut over the ship. So you're gonna want to be aware of that as well. But overall, I don't think I had trouble with any of the hovercraft levels. Like the hovercraft time trials are super easy against TT. Although you can see my first ghost there is really far behind. Oh no! You can also see that TT also like panics and like kind of like is like, oh man, oh shucks, you ran into a wall, buddy, which is very inconsequential in the hovercraft because you're running into something you maintain your speed. But if you do it in a car and plane, you're gonna lose it all. Anyway, we finished Whale Bay. Now we're moving on to Pirate Lagoon. Love the song. Again, another hovercraft course. I switched over. I think this is when I kind of realized the speed thing. Yeah, because you can kind of hear like when my engine starts up when I start. You can kind of hear when my engine starts up again when I try to when I end a boost, and I'm using the speedometer as an indicator of that. I got plenty of bananas going through. I got 7. Lose all my speed in this turn, but that's fine. I'm sure this is developed by an English company, so I'm sure that this is kilometers per hour, which would probably make more sense in the context of like go-karts and hovercrafts and the like. Maybe not planes. They would have to be very light planes, especially if they're holding winners don't do crunch. Also keep track of whenever you get laps. Also, the TT clock accurately keeps track of the time. Although he's only got a millisecond hand and a second hand, so anything over a minute you're gonna have to try to count for yourself on that one. Fortunately, you got a handy like digital timer up the top right corner there, so you don't gotta worry about that none.
Well done. Now try another track.
I will try another track, TT, because I am determined to win. This one again is easy. Any of the ones that like require mention, I'll kind of like bring up. Like this one. Oh, Crescent Island is a tough one as well.
Now try and beat my time.
I think every world has at least one that's like one level that's like really difficult. Crescent Island is this world's. You're gonna want to try and get as many bananas as you can early on. Hit those boosts to the best of your ability. Stay on the inside of corners. And on top of that, you may recall earlier on in the Let's Play when we got to this area coming up here, gotta be able to take that cleanly. That's the only way you're gonna be able to beat TT on this one, because Crescent Island is a nightmare. At some point I switched back to the map, but I kind of wish I did here, so that way I can kind of give more commentary on it. But I was also trying to learn the tricks and the trade of the boost at that point, so. Nice to have the speedometer up a little bit. But this one took me so many tries. This one, Fossil Falls, and a few other ones down the line took me many tries. That wasn't as clean, but I was still able to get around there and get a lap record. That was also because I had more bananas, too. Without going out of your way, I think 9 bananas is pretty good. Let me see. Maybe I collect another one on here. Because I think there's one... No, there aren't any more in the way. I collected all 3 in the second lap? In that bunch there? That's nuts. Are there any more bananas that are, like, along the way? Try to take that corner as sharply as possible, so not really there. Yeah, no, 9 bananas if you can optimally get.
Well done. Now try another track.
That was that was clean, but that was also after a lot of failure. These are probably gonna take you a long time to get used to as well. Also, going down that middle path at the beginning there is an absolute no-go because you need the boost. Switch on over to the last level of Sherbet Island, Treasure Caves. This one isn't terrible, but it's still one of the more difficult ones. Fortunately, the TT Ghost is a little bit of an idiot here and tends to take outside paths. So you kind of get a little bit of advantage against him on certain curves. I didn't realize how short this level is. As you can see, he pulls ahead of me here, but again, I'm not that worried because I learned kind of throughout this that he and I got a purple boost there instead of the green boost. But again, he for some reason he goes slow on that boost, and he takes the outside corner of the turn leading to that boost. So it's really bizarre. 19.58 seconds. Good lord. I could have had 10 bananas here, but I did not end up going for them. I don't think I didn't really need them either. Although I don't think I get a lap record on this. I think I'm way far ahead of my Ghost and the TT Ghost at this point. And I really wish... Oh yeah, and even though I missed the boost here, like when I got to the finish here, again, both of them were right behind me. Wow. Is that both the TT Ghost and Conquer? No, it's just the TT Ghost, I think. Or maybe it is, because I think they all follow the same course. I think my initial Ghost tied with the TT Ghost. That's nuts. I am watching this on a smaller screen though, so I'm not 100% sure. Let's move on to Snowflake Mountain and Everfrost Peak.
You can do this.
This one, you don't have to worry about this one at all. And I was trying really hard to get the land-based zippers in this level, and I couldn't do it. And in a later map, I do end up figuring out what it is. And it's that you have to kind of like point yourself at the ground for a long time, so that way your landing gear comes out. And then that will make contact with the ground zippers and you'll get a boost from it. You'll see that more in a later level, but for now, this level, more or less a joke. I'm still waiting on when I bring the map back. I also found out that you can kind of like fly above this area up here, which I think kind of gives you a little bit more, a little bit sharper corners if you can get up there early on. Because if you get up there later, it doesn't really matter. You're just kind of on the inside course there. Anyway, we got a squirrel. Like I said, I like playing as Conqueror. I think he's got a good balance of speed, handling, and acceleration. But, oh boy, that's going to be nothing compared to once we get TT. This world, I think I spent the longest time on. And I think it was one level in particular. I kind of divided this into two recording sessions. Although every level has, every world seems to have one level that's like really difficult. Although, did Dragon Forests? I don't know if Dragon Forest did. There we go. I switched back to the map. Okay, so this is the one opportunity I was talking about, where it's like I did really well in my first run, and not nearly well in my second because I beat TT, but I didn't beat my own Ghost. So that was pretty nuts. Moving on to Walrus Cove.
My time. Go for it.
This one took me a couple tries as well. Oh, you know what? I've got trouble in this level in general. A lot of like the levels that kind of boast off-roading. Well, I say off-roading, but like very like bumpy terrain. I have a lot of trouble with, and this one has quite a bit of it as well. Also, my initial run, I missed a few boosts. Yeah, like there, the bumpy terrain there made it so I couldn't turn as sharply as I wanted to. I sort of flew over the edge. I think in a couple runs of this, I ended up landing in the water, which in this particular level, because the water's so cold, it bounces you out. you're kind of like boing, with like a timpani where you move the pedal. Anyway, we got our loop-de-loop here. I like that the speedometer goes nuts when you go over a loop. Also, I just noticed the speedometer. I would really like to have the map back. So I miss a boost there, but like in some instances, it's okay to miss a boost. And right there, once again, I tried to turn earlier so I wouldn't go flying into the wall like I did last time. But every now and again, you can miss a boost. It doesn't have to be a perfect run. Some levels do require perfect runs, but most of the levels like this one don't. You'll see in other levels just like how far ahead of the people I get. Although in this case, I did miss one boost. I'm still ahead, but he's right behind me. Yeah, I'll keep going. I also like how I missed a zipper and I still beat the last lap time. My first laps are always slower. I wonder if it's because you don't get as much, like, if the timer starts before. Whoa! Once again, that bumpy terrain. You see more of that in Dark Moon Caverns. I wonder if it's because, like, maybe the timer starts before you actually start the race, which would make sense because, like, you see a lot of, like, the bosses do that as well. Or maybe you don't gain as much speed out of it as you think. I ran into the candy cane there and I still won. That would have sucked. Moving on up to Snowball Valley. This one I kind of experimented with a little bit to try to figure out what the fastest path was. I took that road initially, took that path in order to get more bananas, because you can get up to like, I think it's like 7 bananas off that one thing if you really wanted to. But after the first lap, I already have 8 bananas, so I don't have to worry about that much. Then I end up going in here because I think there's like 2 or 3 more bananas in this over this bridge. Boom, I'm at 10, maximum top speed. Again, not entirely sure which one's faster. I'd argue the left path because it crosses over and becomes a and like sends you further on the path there. And I think I followed that philosophy further by continuing to take that path. And once again, I've forgotten which one is the slower one, or I'm sorry, which one's the TT ghost, and which one's my ghost. I want to say the brighter one is the TT ghost. I think we can see it after I finish.
Well done. Now
Nope.
try another track.
I can't see it. Okay, well, whatever. I won that one. I won the race. All these are my successful runs, so not gonna be any big like blows coming out of there.
Now try
This
one
one.
more time.
Oh boy, this one.
Go for it.
Frosty Village. Is that what it's called? Yeah. This level is so hard to get the TT stuff on. You want to get as many bananas as possible for top speed. You want to go straight here, even though the level kind of like winds around. But it gives you more of the boost. It gives you more like and like you know you're just like cutting corners at that point. I this is probably the level I spent the most time on. Because my God. Also. You're gonna want to hit the zippers on like the straightest of straightaways that you can there, because while you're sailing through the air, you maintain that speed from the zipper. So if you kind of diverge a little bit and like hit the ground for long enough where the zipper kind of dies out, you'll end up losing speed as you go over the second that second hump of the hill. And like TT will just sail past you. And as you can see, he's right up on me. Good Lord. He was nowhere near me at the end of the first lap, but there he is. And he's ahead for most of this. In a lot of these races, if TT gets ahead of you, then it's probably worth to reset. But like, and he's like pretty far ahead of me too. But I think I managed to pull it out because, yeah, he takes that slower in order to like not go like sailing off the corner. So, like, if you're able to understand, if you're able to, like, kind of, like, study and understand what the ghost is going to do, then it might be worth it to continue going through with it. Oh. But I was getting, like, sweaty thinking about that one. Thinking about that as, like, the race that I did there. Ugh. Anyway. Next race. We're going to Dragon Forest and Boulder Canyon. This one's kind of like you have to weigh your options on which zippers you want to go for, but it's not bad because generally TT is going to try and go for the inside corner more than the zippers, so you can take advantage of that. This zipper I'm going for right now, he doesn't go for it. As you can see, he goes to the inside corner, and I managed to pull ahead of him. He also goes to the inside corner there, but I don't think that the zipper in the water is worth it because the hovercraft, you'll see it right here. The hovercraft, unless you hit it straight on, the hovercraft and plane zippers will like pause you for a second before going. And that can like that can mean like the world. That can mean the world. Yeah, I kept trying to ring the bell as well, just to like be like, haha, Mr. Ghost, you're not gonna get me. Then I learned from TT's example just by going over on the cutting the corner there and not going for the zipper. Although I was never gonna go for that zipper anyway. I don't know if this is actually a thing, but you see how I ricocheted off the walls there? I think that was actually faster than just going straight, because it kind of put me at an angle to leave that tunnel there, so I could make that curve a bit better. I had a lot of trouble with this early on as well. I kept running into that wall and that wall. But since I'm on the third lap and I'm able to get significantly far ahead. Ha! Take that, ghosts! Now they can't cross over. I am hitting so many walls, and every time TT is like, oh, I'm lucky, too bad, oh, I'm sorry, you died. And again, I do it again. That time I don't think it was as fast, but still, hitting those walls, I think that might be a good idea to do so.
Well done. Now try another track.
Boulder Canyon, finito. I think next up might be Windmill Plains or Greenwood Village. Might be Greenwood Village. I'm going in order of the tracks list and not necessarily the order of how much balloons they cost in the what do you call it?
You can do this.
How much balloons they cost in the story mode, the adventure mode. Get more of these. This one was a little bit difficult as well because a lot of the zippers are around some pretty precarious turns. This one's fine. But like, you come around this corner, and then this corner, and then this zipper is like right there, and then this next zipper is like right around the corner here. This one I think took me a little bit. I think Dragon Force probably had the easiest time trials for me overall. And I don't know if it's just because I got better at the game, or if from like when I was a kid. This is a lot easier than I remember it being as a kid. I remember it being like this horrible, insurmountable task when I was a kid. But then again, I couldn't beat Wizpig as a kid. My brother beat Wizpig for me. That was our summer at one point. Was just playing this game, trying to beat it. It took us months to beat this, and we kind of give up on it and come back to it every now and again. There is you can take the shortcut the well shortcut here if you want to. But it's debatable if it's faster or not, because you have to slow down to get into it, then you have to rebuild your speed driving uphill, and then there's a zipper in there, which might be faster, but then it might not be. I actually think, I do get a good chance to look, but I actually think that the TT Ghost doesn't take it. I was looking at the dark one. I take that shortcut, I'm not sure about it. I think I take that shortcut. At some point I take that shortcut, whether it's here or the adventure mode, and I'm not sure if it's actually a shortcut, but it is something. You dig? Windmill Plains, okay. I didn't get a good boost here, and usually I restart when I don't get a good boost, but I was able to get the ground zipper there. You just have to plow yourself into the ground in order to do it. Whew. Go through this tunnel here. We end up in the aforementioned Windmill Plains. See, one thing I'm unsure of here is if it's better to take the inside corner on this one, or if it's better to get the zipper. My gut said zipper, but I was thinking about that inside corner a lot. As you can see, TT's really far behind here. If you get those ground zippers, you'll be golden. Like, TT will not be able to catch up to you. I like this level a lot as well. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I also like the rare trope of random objects having eyeballs. They did that a lot in Banjo-Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day. They did it in this by making the hay bales have eyeballs. I mean, why not? The Super Mario Brothers hills have eyes. Or Super Mario World. No, wait. Yeah, it's Mario World where they have eyes. The bushes have eyes? What has eyes? The mushrooms have eyes. I almost hit the ceiling there while pontificating on the finer details of what has eyes in the Mario universe. In the Rare universe, everything has eyes. It's just one of them things, you know. Cruising for a bruising, oh my God, go! But yeah, TT super far behind. You don't gotta worry about him none. Your ghost might be up on you, but you don't gotta worry about that none. But I beat that TT. I did some barrel rolls as a joke, as some good old times. Getting records all over the place. Nice. Next up, Haunted Woods. This one is a little bit difficult as well. Recommend that you get as many bananas as possible. One thing to note about this one is that TT does not go for all the zippers in this. He'll try to capitalize on the boost that he gets from previous zippers, so you can take advantage of that. As you can see there, I think he was holding down the accelerator to go over that zipper. Ooh, and I missed that zipper too, but like I said, not that big of a deal if you manage to like maintain your composure and lead, and just don't panic, you know. This is a level where hitting every zipper can be helpful, but it's also a great risk. Like that zipper is useful. This zipper isn't as useful, so like you don't gotta worry about it too much. You might have heard a ding there. I got rid of like or maybe I activated them. The warning symbols that come up on the side of the screen. You toggle those by hitting C down.
Well done. Now try another track.
That's it for Dragon Forest. Let's move on to Future Funland. Space Dust Alley.
Now try and beat my time.
Again, this is a plain level, so you're not gonna have too much trouble on this one. I'm trying to think if there are any plain levels where the CPU actually isn't really good, and I can't think of any. I'm sorry, where the TT Ghost is really good, and I can't think of any. The music here is pretty nice.
Go for it.
Every single lap you're gonna want to take this lower path just with the zipper and the bananas you can get along the way. Although I only get 2 of them, but that's fine. It's fine. Mistakes can be made. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Greg Universe. 20 something or other. 2011? I don't remember when Steven Universe came out. I'm trying to think if it was before or after I graduated college. I remember my friends in college and I all loved Adventure Time. And, well, My Little Pony, yeah, a bunch of us like that too. That fell off pretty quick after graduation, though. I don't think like what else. I regret not watching it with them, but my roommates were really into Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek. Oh man, one of my roommates was like really into Star Trek, and he introduced that to us like hardcore. One thing I kind of wish though is like around that time there was a game coming out called Artemis, which is like it was basically like Star Trek Bridge Simulator, like the VR Bridge Simulator before the Star Trek VR Bridge Simulator. I also think it did not use VR either. But that I can't remember if that came out while we were in college. But man, that would have been a great LAN game. We played so many LAN Halo games. Kind of wish we'd done more with LAN in different games, but anyway, that's Space Dust Alley of me reminiscing about college. I don't even remember how I got started on that. Talking about old shows I used to watch with my roommates in college. Dark Moon Caverns, otherwise known as... Now this one wasn't that hard. It took me a few tries to get the hang of it. Gotta be able to hit all them zippers, take the turns properly, don't crash into anything.
Keep going.
Don't make unnecessary like turns or movements. But man, it's like I do not like this level. Oddly enough, this has one of the best songs in the game as well. All the songs in this game are bops. I can only think of like maybe one song that I don't like. And even then, it's not really the fact that like I don't like the song as a song, it's just that it's not like memorable to me. At any rate, we're making good headway here in Darkwood Cavern. I do not like how close the ghost is to me. I tried my best to go for the bananas. Also, taking the zippers is important. Also, taking inside corners is important as well, especially on like those sort of like loop-de-loop areas. Like we're coming up on one around here. Like here, you want to take the inside corner here. As you can see, he passes me because I was dumb and didn't take the inside corner. But I'm able to keep pace with him. As you can see, I pass him on this loop. I think this is one of the closer ones that I have, but like the AI tends to take turns very cautiously. They try not to go too far inside on them, so you're able to get a leg up on them that way. Let's see, coming up here, not this turn. He's right on me because he, like I said, he takes all those zippers. This turn right here is super important to stay on the inside of, and I crash right there. And so I was like really nervous going into these final turns, like, oh man, am I gonna get to it? Am I gonna do? Shut up, TT, I know I can do this. I don't need you telling me that. Still behind him going into this loop, but for some reason he was slower, so I was able to speed ahead of him there. Like, I don't understand how he slowed down on that. It's very, very bizarre. Very bizarre indeed. 2 levels left. Let's go to Star City. This one wasn't terrible. Except, oh, I forgot about that part. TT wasn't the issue here. This zipper was the issue. As you can see, I was like, I'm gonna lose it, and then I was like, well, am I gonna lose it? No, I'm not gonna lose it. It is probably better to take that turn more like cautiously than I did, but like, I was determined. Like I also had the paranoia that TT was actually a lot faster than he really was. Crashed into a wall there on my personal one. So like that's why I would like try to like get all 3 laps with the boost. I think at some point I see how far ahead I am of him. I think I stopped going for the risky strats. I don't think this is that lap though. No, it is not that lap. If you can like maintain just like being able to turn around that corner with the faster boost, then you should be fine. But look at how far ahead I am of him now. So it's worth it. Just like it's worth the risk in case you make other mistakes later on. 14 bananas, but my top speed's already maxed out. I think I heard a rumor, like when I was in rumors about video games forever when I was in elementary school. Heard a rumor about this game where if you collected more than 10 bananas, your cart would actually slow down. I'm pretty sure that was I'm pretty sure that's false. Like 98% sure, but there's like a 2% kind of like nagging doubt in my mind, and that 2%'s kind of screaming at me. But yeah, I think you saw on this last lap here, I didn't go for as risky of a strats because you see my boost kind of fizzled out early. But yeah, no, he just got to the into like the city there, and I've just finished the race.
Now try another track.
Beating up TT, beating up Clocks. I kind of wish I played as a character that wasn't red, so I could tell the difference between me and TT. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Last level. Spaceport Alpha. Again, I think this is a level where I end up losing to my ghost, but winning against TT. And that's because I kind of take a few risky strategies here.
You can do this.
Or rather, I take one particularly risky strategy in this first lap that my ghost takes that you don't see. You can see my ghost kind of veers off to the left and takes that boost. I actually get hit by a laser during that, but it's like, it was a really weird timing where like I was like in the plummeting stages and losing speed, but I also hit the zipper at the right time where I was able to maintain the boost for long enough where I was able to regain all my speed and then some, and get at least a portion of the Zipper's speed boost from it, even though I got hit by a laser. So that was nuts. I think this is a good song to have our finale of the time trials on. We still got 1, maybe 2 more episodes after this where I'm gonna try to do all the silver coin challenges. Which that's probably gonna be divided into 2 episodes. This is all 1 episode just because like it was if I divided it into 2 episodes, it wouldn't have hit my 20-minute limit if I divided it like that. So I wanted it all to be 1 episode. I'm pretty sure silver coins are gonna take longer. Because I'm not gonna be trying to go for like all of the zippers and whatnot. I've got to go for the coins. Like I have to go well out of my way for the coins. But assuming everything goes well here, we are gonna have TT down this. TT, who is by far the best character in the game, and you can only get him once you've beaten every stage at least once. You can get him before you beat the adventure mode. You can get him for the final Wizbig fight. You can't get him for the first Wizbig fight, which would be nice, but you can get him for the second one. At any rate,
you've beaten all my times. Now you can pick me.
We've beaten all of his times. Now we can pick him. We'll head back on over to the final character select screen, where I go over to him to like you can hear that he's got like a nice organ sound for his thing there. But yeah, we unlock TT, and this is what the final character select screen looks like. Next time on Diddy Kong Racing, we're gonna be doing the Silver Coin Challenge. See you all then. Later.
Wow, I'm TT. Yeah.